are you doing today?
Actually, very nice, beautiful day here in the Faroes, and all the birds sing. The spring is sprung.
Oh, how gorgeous. I can safely say that that's a lot nicer than Newcastle at the moment, where it's happily raining.
Oh, well, I stand it when you're fine. I'm not against any of that. I think there's room for all of it. But at the same time, just give me someone, show me someone who's really come across lately and just been just incredibly artistic, and it just doesn't feel the era that even from the grunge era, which was much more artistic, and again the paradigm of the industry, of course, has a lot to do with it. I mean, who ever heard of, artists have always, been put up as gods, and at the same time, they usually just humble servants. And I consider myself a servant to the people, but at the same time, you don't walk into a restaurant, order a meal, and walk out without paying. Who ever said music was free?
Yes.
It's incredible, because listen, once you kill that, you're killing. We have no sponsorships. We don't. It's not like the days of the record company. You got large sums of money in general. Once you don't support the arts and you kill the arts in that way, you're also killing because there's nothing to reach higher for. I mean, art has always been something to reach higher for, and it is now sort of being subdued and pushed back and pushed down. And I think that accounts for people want to be famous more than they want to be artistic.
Yes, completely. No, I would agree with you wholeheartedly on that one. Like, the aim is to be famous and not care how you've done it.
Yeah, not care how you got it, not care what you're singing about, what you're talking about, or who you're talking with, and it's nothing.
Yeah, no, it is. It's really sad. However, I went to Calgary in Canada last year, and that seemed to me as though it was completely and utterly the opposite way around. It was the only place I've ever been in my life where people seem to be creative for the sake of being creative. The city plugged huge amounts of money into encouraging that. And like everywhere you went, there was some different outlet of musical creativity, and that was really, really, really heartening to see. However, it is the only place I have ever been in my life where that's been the case.
Exactly. It's an isolated incident, I mean, regardless of the Montreal festivals and things like that, Canada might be in a better position but they're squashing it in the States, they're squashing it in Europe.
Yeah.
They're not funding it in the schools anymore. The arts are like almost a dead issue. And it's rightfully so, because in my socio-political knowledge, they're trying to stop all the free thinking, because when you're autistic, you free think, and you're outside the box most of the time.
Yes.
And they really want everyone to be in line robotically, technology, and they've got their footprints over everything. This is a world who is absolutely under surveillance.
Yeah, more so than ever.
Yeah, and it's bigger than just the creativity and artistic lack of artistic abilities anymore. Now it's becoming robotized, and a bunch of zombies. It's a shame, because individuality, lack of individuality, and lack of creativity is spreading like a disease, and everyone just wants to sing the same thing, or just wants to be rich and famous without really having the gifts or discipline to work it.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
No, I mean, you are very, very right. It's a huge sadness.
Absolutely.
Hiya. And so the whole, I think we may be gone off on slightly a tangent, but Rewind Festival, I mean, that in itself is kind of taking it back to the kind of days of the 80s, and from everything I've heard about the fest itself, it really manages to encompass the atmosphere as well as the music. And so do you think that you're going to manage to be sticking around for the actual festival itself and having, kind of really, really enjoying in the atmosphere, or are you going to be there and having to leave straight away?
They're reliving the days where there was individuality, creativity, artistic abilities. They're reliving these days, and why are we so nostalgic about it? It's because it's so severely lacking, and I think it's a great thing for people to go and have fun and to relive their past, because the future does not look very bright.
No, I can totally see where you're coming from on that one. It's a great sadness, but also really, really nice that there's something out there for people to be able to kind of really get involved in the stuff that's happened before, and kind of hark back to those days and enjoy them.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a pessimist about this, or I'm not trying to be a bringer of doom and gloom or anything. That's not what I intend to say. What I intend to mean is that it's just not happening. So we have to look back in order to feel that sentiment.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, to be honest, I think that pretty much everything about this society today encourages slight pessimism.
I think I lost you.
Oh, hello, sorry. I think everything about society today does encourage a slight pessimism. It's not necessarily the greatest place to be at the moment.
Well, I agree. Honestly, look at these countries. We're all in pretty bad shape economically and so on, and it doesn't look very, very promising, shall we say. And there's rioting everywhere, and I think it's going to get worse. I do. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. And I think having a moment like the Rewind festivals is we can at least forget that for a minute, and enjoy ourselves in the glory of yesteryear when we were the golden society, or what have you.
Oh, definitely. And apart from Rewind Festival, what else is coming up for you in the next few months? What else have you got planned that you can actually tell us about?
Well, I finished a record called Rated X with a couple of notable guys, and we're still trying to get that off the ground. It's very difficult with this new paradigm in music because you've got anyone with a computer and a GarageBand program can make an album, and you sort of have to wade through hundreds and hundreds of. I mean, I don't understand how the people do it. It would take me forever to just find something I like simply because it's buried underneath
kind
of thing. So I find that it's becoming increasingly difficult to not that there aren't new bands out there that are doing something, or artists. There are. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's very difficult to find. Unless it's being plastered all over the place by the sort of corporate powers that are pushing the buttons, on their 15 minutes of fame. They're here today and gone tomorrow. But bands like Rainbow, Purple, that I've been connected with, I mean, these guys stand the test of time.
Yeah,
and,
true, very true.
That's imperative. So, with that, Rated X, I think, is a great record, and I think people, should listen to it, because it will bring back sentiments of yesterday, but with a new twist, with a modern twist. So that's one thing. I'm currently on tour and just working very hard. I'll be going to everywhere, from Europe to the States to Japan, to just about everywhere, and I'm very thankful for it at the same time, that people still keep me, quote-unquote, in vogue. But and then in the fall, I'll be meeting with Richie Blackmore, and we'll see what we want to come up with. We still don't understand creatively what we want to do yet. We haven't decided. That's why I try to tell the press that it's probable, but they like to run ahead, and
of course.
I guess sell magazines and sort of make up their own story about it, But then again, maybe that's just because people really want that nostalgia. They want the band to come back.
Yeah, to be honest, I think anything with you and Richie Blackmore is going to be something that everybody gets so excited about. And so I think people are probably just getting carried away at the thought of what might be coming.
Fair enough on that. I'll let it go on that. I don't have any bones to pick with them. But at the same time, we don't know what we're going to do yet, if anything. I mean, we'll have a few beers and we'll look at each other and say, so what do you think? Here's this day and age, what can we do? And I do believe we can do something vital and worthwhile and bring back some great music. So fingers crossed on that one.
No, that would just be brilliant. And so it looks as though it's going to be a really exciting kind of few months. Actually, I will watch with interest to see how this one carries on.
Yeah, very much so. So back to the Rewind Festival. I'm just so looking forward to this. It seems like it's going to be one hell of a party.
Definitely.
And and everyone in the same spirit, and everyone in the same kind of frame of mind. And it's going to be its own city. It's going to be its own area where you said like Calgary or what have you. eras. And I think that's just terrific.
No,
really.
absolutely. I would wholeheartedly agree. And yeah, I mean, it's been such a massive pleasure to talk to you and to catch up again. And yeah, hopefully I'll be seeing you at Rewind Festival.
Fantastic. Please come up and say hi.
I will do. I will really look forward to that. And thank you so much.
All the best to you and everyone out there whose love and support has kept me going for the last 40 years. It's just brilliant.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, and take care, and see you very soon.
All the best. Cheers.
See you. Bye-bye.